Okay, student, let us continue. In my previous video, so we have left up to inferior goods. So let us continue once more time from income of the consumer. So let us discuss income of the consumer. So when the income of the consumer increases, the demand for the good also increases. When the income falls, the demand for the particular good also falls. So based on this, the goods is divided into three categories: normal goods, inferior goods, inexpensive necessities of life. Normal goods means the demand for the goods increases with the increase in the income is termed as normal goods, like the demand for the refrigerator, like the demand for the furniture, demand for the AC, cooling machine, fan, mobiles, means the comfortable lives. The demand for all the comfortable goods increases with the increase in the income is termed as normal goods. Next come to inferior goods. Inferior goods are those goods whose demand decreases with the decrease in the income. The demand will decrease when the income increases. Why? Because the prestigious matter is there. The income of the consumer, if increases too high, then the particular person will not purchase the inferior goods because it will affect their personality. A prestigious matter is there, social status is there. Okay, because he belongs from a particular status. Because the particular person's income has increased. So it is inferior goods. Inexpensive necessities of life means whatever the price may be, if it increases too high or if it decreases very low, the demand for that particular product will remain the same. Like the salt, if the price of the salt increases very high, the demand will remain same only. The people is going to purchase that much amount only. Okay, they'll not going to add very less salt so that the price is increased. They'll add that much salt only, how much is required. And if the price of the salt decreases very less, then they are going to purchase that much only, that particular amount of salt only. Being so less the price of the salt, they are not going to add too many salt in the food. They are going to add the required amount of salt only. Means this is what inexpensive necessities of life. Whatever the price may be, the demand for that particular commodity will not change. It's not going to change also. It is what inexpensive necessities of life. Next is your consumers' taste and preferences. Consumers' taste means when the consumer dislike the particular product, the demand for that particular product is going to decrease. And when the consumer like the product and the consumer appreciate the product, means the consumer find very tasty, delicious after consuming that particular product, or by consuming that the consumer gets the maximum satisfaction. Okay, then the demand for that particular product is going to increase. And when the particular product dissatisfy the consumer, when the consumer doesn't like the particular product, then the demand for that particular product is going to fall or decrease. It is what as consumers' taste and preferences. Next, price of related goods. Price of the related goods is divided into again three main sections: substitute goods, complementary goods, and consumers' expectation. substitute goods. When one commodity is replaced by the other commodity because of change in the prices, is called as substitute goods. Like tea and coffee, when the price of the tea is going to increase or has increased in the market, the people will not prefer too much of the tea. They'll prefer coffee rather than tea. Complementary goods means when the two of the product they are used together, they are used together means if the price of the one commodity is increased, then it reflect in the other commodity also. Like car and petrol, if the price of the petrol has increased in the market, then the demand of the car will become less. People will purchase less of the car because the price of the petrol has increased high in the market. Okay, if it is less, then the demand for the car will be more in the market. So this is what is complementary goods. They are used together. They go hand in hand together. Consumers expectation. Consumers expectation. You can say as future expectation also. When the consumer thinks that in the coming future, the price of the product is going to increase very high, is going to increase very high, then the people will stock the item. Means the demand for that particular good will increase. They are thinking that in the coming future, the price is going to increase. Now only they will demand high and they will keep the stock of the goods. They will purchase more of the item. And if the consumer think that in the coming future the price is going to decrease, then they will purchase less of today, or they will shorten the demand for today, so that in the coming future they will get the better price. So this is what as a consumer's expectation, or you can say future expectation also. Means they will think about the future. If the in the coming future, if the price is high, then the present demand will be low. And if in the coming future, if the price will be less, then in the present the demand for that particular product will be also less. So this is for today's topic. Hope you have understood, and rest of the topic I'll be discussing in my next class. So for today, this much. Thank you.